So, ein bisschen hat es gedauert mit dem neuen Video. Wetter war schlecht und war kalt und naja, jetzt geht die Saison so langsam wieder los und ein neuer Motor steht an, und zwar der Quattrini 244 für einen ausländischen Kunden. Diesmal geht der Motor nach Puerto Rico. Und in diesem Zusammenhang mache ich das Video jetzt auf Englisch. Und ja, damit wollen wir jetzt mal anfangen. Also als allererstes, the customer, let's call him Bob. Hi Bob, this is your engine. And here are the parts from the cylinder and the casing. And in this case there's an edge at the parts, and it has to be smoothed a little bit, and let's do this now. When it's done, it looks like this. On the other side there's an edge too here, and it's just a little bit what it has to be done. And this is the finished and smoothed other main port side. When the piston goes down, there's an overlay of the piston shaft and the boost port, as you can see here. So here's the piston, and there's the boost port, and the boost port has to be reworked a lot, not just on the outside here, as you can see the red markings. It has to be milled deep into the housing so that the fresh air mixture can flow behind the piston into the boost port. So this is the finished boost port and main ports. There's enough space to fill the cylinder now and to get a lot of torque and performance. So we'll clean up the crankcase now and then mount the whole engine from all the single parts together. So, Bob, let's talk about your parts which you get mounted into the engine. So first of all, the cylinder kit. It contains the cylinder with its big ports. Here's the boost port, the main ports, and its piston, made in Italy for the Quattrini. It has 72mm bore, and the last part of the kit is the cylinder head. This is the crankshaft. It has 60mm, and in total with the 72mm of bore it has the 244 cubic centimeter. Looks very nice, it's very stable, it's rigid and works well. This is the drive shaft with its 4 sprockets. The small one has 35, then 38, 42 and 57. This is the standard gearing ratio. Here's the primary gear ratio with its 4 sprockets next to the big ones on the drive shaft, and here's the big one with 65. Here we have the BGM Super Strong clutch. It's obviously made in Germany, very nice. It's very stable, it's very reliable, and the special thing is you have another clutch discs here. As you can see, it's thicker than the standard ones, and it's made out of aluminium. So it's more stable and it can deal with much more torque and performance. Here we have the 24 sprocket. It's the next to this 65 one. So in every engine you buy from me, there's always a super strong clutch inside, the drive shaft with its 4 Piaggio sprockets, and the primary is also from Piaggio. And if you have a special gear ratio wish, I always can change the sprockets on every part, so we can get your special gear ratio. I just fixed some parts together, bearings on the drive shaft. This is the bearing of the crankshaft, the shaft seals, the braking lever, and here are the bolts for the cylinder. On the smaller part of the engine block there's the same bearing, kickstart shaft. On the other side we have the kickstart lever, bolts and sealing. The next step is to put the gearing into the housing and the crankshaft and put everything together. You have to be very careful with these 21 needles. The needles are for the bearing on the primary shaft here. Come on, so and you have to put the every needle step by step into this little space and then push this shaft down. And sometimes it can be that you lose one of these needles into the gearing, and maybe then the sprockets can crush when the needles comes between it. So be careful. Now the gearing is into the housing, also the crankshaft, and now we've got to clean up the sealing surface, putting fluid on it, and then the sealing itself, and then the other side, and then screw it together. Ta-da! So here it is, Bob, your engine is ready to rumble. For international sendings I always use very thick packages, and the inside is softened with styrofoam all around the engine and the parts, so you get your engine safe. Hey Bob, that's it for now. This was the engine building, and I showed you some of the main spots. It was not everything, but I think you saw what I did and some of the milling action. So I hope the engine comes soon, and there's no doubt you have the strongest, fastest and most powerful Vespa now in town in Puerto Rico. So enjoy your Vespa and bye for now. Ciao.